The apartment is a graveyard of things I never said. I'm pacing through the silence, spinning circles in my head. My pulse is like a hammer, a frantic jagged beat, while I'm shivering in the fever of a one-way street. I memorize your coffee, the way you check the time, but I'm just a background character, a ghost in your prime. The oxygen is thinning, the walls are leaning in. I'm losing everything to a game I couldn't win. My hands are shaking, I can't catch my breath. This almost love is a living death. I'm tired of the guessing, the pressure and the fear of being the only person who is standing here. So this is a farewell to everything I thought we'd be, a farewell to the version of you that never saw me. I'm letting go of the tension, the ache and the ill. I'm stepping off the edge of this lonely jagged cliff. Stress of the longing is finally breaking the bone. It's time to be lonely, but finally alone. A farewell to the ghost, a farewell to the lie. This is the day that my forever says goodbye. I'm deleting all the drafts, the words I'll never send, accepting the cold reality. You were never even a friend, just a name on a screen that never lights up for me. A shore that I was reaching for while drowning in the sea. The anxiety is a physical weight, a knot inside my chest. I'm giving my heart permission to finally take a rest from the maybe next time and the sorry I'm too busy. The weight of your indifference has left me feeling dizzy. I'm taking back my energy, I'm taking back my light. I'm stopping the war I've been fighting every night. No more reading into silence, no more searching for a sign. I'm erasing the imaginary us and drawing a line. It's a heavy kind of freedom, a bitter kind of peace, to finally demand that this quiet trauma cease. So this is a farewell to everything I thought we'd be, a farewell to the version of you that never saw me. I'm letting go of the tension, the ache and the if. I'm stepping off the edge of this lonely jagged cliff. Stress of the longing is finally breaking the bone. It's time to be lonely, but finally alone. A farewell to the ghost, a farewell to the lie. This is the day that my forever says goodbye. Goodbye to the almost, started the way. I'm locking the door and I'm closing the gate. The air is cold, but I can finally breathe, taking the parts of me you didn't need. A farewell to everything, including you. The world is a buzz of 1,000 demands, static and signals slipping through our hands. We've been running on data and glowing screens, losing the us in the might have been. But tonight the notifications can wait in the dark. I'm looking for something with with a different spark. I reach for the toggle, I slide it to gray, and watch the whole digital world fade away. No satellites tracing where we are tonight, just the glow of the candles, the softest of light. We're caught in the tether, we're breaking the chain to hear the sweet sound of your voice again. We're in airplane mode, just you and me, drifting together on a silent sea. No pings and no whistles, no ghosts in the room, just two hearts beating in the velvet gloom. We've disconnected to find our way back to the love that we found on a different track, higher than clouds where the signal can't go, in the beautiful peace of the airplane mode. I remember the day that we first disconnected, back when our love was still being perfected. We sat on that beach with our phones in the sand, and I felt the vibration of your skin on my hand. Since then we've been building this fortress of stone, where the do not disturb is a king on his throne. You're telling me stories I've never heard told, turning the silence to shimmering gold. We're in airplane mode, just you and me, drifting together on a silent sea. No pings and no whistles, no ghosts in the room, just two hearts beating in the velvet gloom. We've disconnected to find a way back to the love that we found on a different track, higher than clouds where the signal can't go, in the beautiful peace of the airplane mode. And the world keeps on turning, the data keeps flowing, but we're in a place where the roses are growing, in the gap between seconds, in the breath in your chest. This is the only place I can finally rest. We're in airplane mode, just you and me, drifting together on a silent sea. Yeah, no pings and no whistles, no ghosts in the room, just two hearts beating in the velvet gloom. Oh, we've disconnected to find our way back to the love that we found on a different track. Just you, no signal, just us, signal, hey, no, just us. In airplane mode. Just us. In airplane mode.
2020 Sweepshin, I'm still here with you.
We were two shadows running out of time, trying to find a mountain we didn't have to climb. I was gasping for air in a life built of glass, watching the years and the memories pass. Then you found me there on the edge of the dark, with a gentle spirit and a quiet spark. You didn't say much, you just reached for my hand and helped me to find where I'm supposed to stand. The world is a fever that won't let us go, but you're the cool water, the steady, the slow. When the panic rises and the walls start to close, you're the only peace that my heartbeat knows. And I can finally breathe when I'm looking at you. The sky opens up into a deeper shade of blue. In the rush of the city, in the heat of the fray, you're the soft, quiet lung that carries the day. Inhale the future, exhale the past. I've found a sanctuary built to last. I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm finally free, because you are the oxygen inside of me. I remember that winter when the fire went out and we were both shivering in the shadow of doubt. We shared a single blanket and a whispered prayer, and I realized the only thing I needed was there. It's not in the riches or the things that we own. It's the way that you make any house feel like home. Now it's January 2026 and the air is still cold, but our love is a story that never gets old. And I can finally breathe when I'm looking at you. The sky opens up into a deeper shade of blue. In the rush of the city, in the heat of the fray, you're the soft, quiet lung that carries the day. Inhale the future, exhale the past. I've found a sanctuary built to last. I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm finally free, because you are the oxygen inside of me. Let the wind howl, let the tide start to rise. I see the calm in the depth of your eyes. No more choking on smoke, no more running for air. I'm finally home because you're waiting there. I can finally breathe when I'm looking at you. The sky opens up into a deeper shade of blue. In the rush of the city, in the heat of the fray, you're the soft, quiet lung that carries the day. Inhale the future, exhale the past. I've found a sanctuary built to last. Just breathe. Yeah, I'm finally breathing with you by my side. Just breathe. Rain is tapping rhythms on the glass tonight, while the city fades into a soft neon light. I remember the station where we first met, a borrowed umbrella, a look I can't forget. You were a stranger with a smile like the sun. I was a wanderer, always on the run, but the miles grew shorter with every word you said. Now I'm tracing the dreams spinning inside your head. The seasons shifted, the leaves turned to gold, but this feeling we have, it never grows old. Through the highs and the hollows, the thick and the thin, you're the only race that I'm dying to win. And I'll be right here, steady as a tide, with nothing to fear and nothing left to hide. When the world gets loud and the stars go dim, I'll be the shore where your heartbeat swims. Through the fire and the frost, through the rising tide, I am home whenever I'm by your side. We built a kingdom out of coffee and dust, on a foundation of silence and unwavering trust. It wasn't always easy, we've had our scars, but they just look like constellations under the stars. You know my shadows, you know all my flaws. You love me better because of the cause of every mountain we've climbed hand in hand. The only two souls in this vast shifting sand. And I'll be right here, steady as a tide, with nothing to fear and nothing left to hide. When the world gets loud and the stars go dim, I'll be the shore where your heartbeat swims. Through the fire and the frost, through the rising tide, I am home whenever I'm by your side. Time is a river that carries us on, but I'll hold you close until the break of the dawn. If the road gets weary and you lose your way, I'll be the light that's calling you to stay. I'll be right here, steady as a tide, with nothing to fear, with nothing left to hide. When the world gets loud and the stars go dim, I'll be the shore where your heartbeat swims. Through the fire and the frost, through the rising tide, I am home whenever I'm by your side, by your side. Yeah, I'm home, just by your side. I wasn't looking for a sacred ground, I was just a traveler lost and unbound. Then I saw you standing in the pouring rain, a quiet strength that could soften the pain. We didn't have much but a shared cigarette and a feeling so deep I haven't reached the bottom yet. You took my chaos and you gave it a name, and I've never been the same. No, I've never been the same. It's not a sudden lightning strike in the dark, it's a slow burning ember that persistent spark. It's the choice that I make every time I wake up, to pour my whole life into your half-empty cup. This is my devotion, my anchor, my line, the bridge that I'm building across the divide of time. It's more than a feeling, it's the blood in my veins. It's the sun in a window through the January rains. And 2020 sets after all we've been through. My only direction is pointed at you, through the fire in the ocean. This is my devotion. I remember the nights when the money ran dry, and we lived on the hope in each other's eyes. We've carved out a life from the grit and the bone, and turned every struggle into a stepping stone. You know my silence and you know my pride. You're the only one I ever let inside. It's the way that you listen when I've lost my way that keeps me from drifting, keeps me from the grave. This is my devotion, my anchor, my line, the bridge that I'm building across the divide of time. It's more than a feeling, it's the blood in my veins. It's the sun in the window through the January rains. In 2020 saves after all we've been through. My only direction is pointed at you, through the fire and the ocean. This is my devotion. It's the promise I kept when it was harder to stay. It's the I love you whispered at the end of the day. It's a temple we built where the broken can rest. In the heart of the storm we'll finally bless. This is my devotion, my anchor, my line, the bridge that I'm building across the divide of time. It's more than a feeling, it's the blood in my veins. It's the sun in a window through the January rains. In 2020 silly, sent for all that's still new. My only direction is pointed at you. My devotion, every heartbeat is yours, every breath is for us, always devoted to you. On a 5-inch screen, the prettiest blue eyes that I'd ever seen. I was scrolling through the noise in the dead of the night, looking for a spark, looking for a light. I saw your silhouette against the sunset shore, a digital ghost I couldn't ignore. One little motion, a ghost of a touch. Who knew a thumbprint could mean this much? And from a tiny red heart to a late night call, to watching the shadows dance on your wall. We move from the pixels into the bone, to a frequency that we call our own. And I'll double tap on every moment with you. The grayest of mornings, the brightest of blue. It started with a light, then it turned into life, through the static of the world and the edge of the night. If I'm locked on your rhythm, I'm caught in your frame. My heart beats a tempo that sounds like your name. In a world full of ghosts, you're the only thing real, the only mine. I remember our first date, the nervous mistake, the way that you laughed till your heart started to ache. We built up a story, post by post, but it's the quiet I love, used to matter the most. No filter required, no light in the chase, just the honest perfection I see in your face. And I'll double tap on every moment with you. The grayest of mornings, the brightest of blue. It started with a light, then it turned into life. Through the static of the world and the edge of the night, I'm locked on your rhythm, I'm caught in your frame. My heart beats a tempo that sounds like your name. In a world full of ghosts, you're the only thing real, the only connection I'm dying to feel. Cloud to save where we've been. I've got the memories etched under my skin. The algorithm didn't know what it found when it brought two lonely souls to the same patch of ground. Yeah, I'll double tap on every moment with you. The grayest of mornings, the brightest of blue. It started with a light, then it turned into life. Through the static of the world and the edge of the knife, I'm locked on your rhythm, I'm caught in your frame. My heart beats a tempo that sounds like your name. More than a picture, more than a screen, you're the greatest thing that I've ever seen. Double tap closet's half empty, but the air is still thick with the scent of your cologne and a heart feeling sick. We were the power couple, the headline, the sun. Now I'm staring at a finish line before we've even run. I keep checking my phone for a ghost of a text, just a soul in the static, wondering what's next. The stress is a fever, it's a knot in my throat. We're a beautiful ship that forgot how to float. My hands are shaking while I fold your shirts. It's funny how much a perfect love hurts. Now we're just dancing in the dust of memories, trying to catch a whisper in the freezing breeze. We had a love story that the world wanted to own, but we built a skyscraper on a foundation of bone. It's the weight of the was, it's the sting of the gone, just a heartbroken sleigh couple waiting for dawn. The jury is sitting on the cold marble shelf. I'm losing the us and I'm losing myself. We used to walk in and the room would ignite. Now I'm turning off the lamps in a house with no light. Every picture we took is a lie I still tell. A postcard from heaven sent straight from this hell. Break the frames, let the glass hit the floor. I can't carry the pressure of us anymore. The expectations, the The ink is pooling on a paper white. I've been staring at your name all through the night. My pulse is frantic, a stutter in my wrist. Tired of chasing a ghost that doesn't exist. The air is heavy, the room is getting small. I'm tired of being the only one to call. I've scribbled I love you in the margins of my mind, but you're 1,000 chapters ahead and I'm left behind. The tension is snapping, my head starts to spin. How do I lose a game I was never even in? My lungs are burning, I'm gasping for grace in a story where I'm just a blur in the space. This is the final page of a book you never read. The end of the sentences I only ever said. I'm closing the cover on this one-sided ache, on the stress and the pressure and the heart that won't break. I was the ink, but you were never the pen. I'm letting it end where I should have begun. The story is over, the ink has turned gray. I'm finally turning the final page today. I'm memorizing the way the light hits the floor, instead of watching your shadow walk out of the door. The anxiety's been my only friend for years, drowning the plot in a river of tears. I'm deleting the drafts, the how are yous and hey, accepting the silence you've sent my way. It's a different kind of heavy, a hollowed out stone. To realize I've been the author all alone. No more reading between the lines. No more searching for accidental signs. The climax was quiet, the ending is cold. A story of us that will never be told. I'm putting the bookmark down for the last time. I'm tired of the struggle, the hill, and the climb. This is the final page of a book you never read. The end of the sentences I only ever said. I'm closing the cover on this one-sided ache, on the stress and the pressure and the heart that won't break. I was the ink, but you were never the pen. I'm letting it end where I should have begun. The story is over, the ink has turned gray. I'm finally turning the final page today. The final page is blank at the bottom, just like my hands. No sequel, no promise, no more demands. I'm closing the book, I'm setting it down. Finally The clock is ticking, but the gears are stuck. I'm out of prayers and I'm out of luck. My chest is tight, a frantic hollow beat from chasing shadows down a dead-end street. I've memorized the silence in your tone, the heaviest weight I've ever held alone. Trying to be the light you'd wanna see, but you're looking through and never at me. My head is spinning, I can't catch my breath. This almost love is a living death. I'm tired of guessing, I'm tired of the fear of being the only one standing here. It's finally over, the hope and the hurt. I'm shaking the dust from my hands and my shirt. The one-sided fever is breaking tonight. I'm stepping away from your cold, distant light. The stress of the maybe, the ache of the no. I finally found where I'm supposed to go. It's over, it's over. I'm letting you go. I'm deleting the drafts I'll never send, accepting the truth we weren't even friends. Just a girl boy in the lobby of your busy mind, leaving my heart and my sanity behind. My skin is crawling from the years I spent worrying over what your hello meant. It's a different kind of sad, a quiet relief to finally finish this chapter of grief. No more checking the scene at 3 a.m. No more making excuses for you again. The tension is snapping, the knot is untied. I'm finally leaving the ghost by your side. It's a lonely freedom, it's a bitter peace. But God, I just needed the noise to see. It's finally over, the hope and the hurt. I'm shaking the dust from my hands and my shirt. The one-sided fever is breaking tonight. I'm stepping away from your cold, distant light. The stress of the maybe, the ache of the no. I finally found where I'm supposed to go. It's over, it's over. I'm letting you go. The air is cold, but I can finally breathe. I'm taking the parts of me you didn't need. No more us in my head, just the silence instead. Finally over. Finally. I was a sailor on a restless sea, chasing the ghosts of who I used to be. The world was a whirlwind of noise and of stone, and I'd grown so used to being alone. Then I found the harbor in the light of your eyes, a break in the clouds of the darkening skies. You didn't ask questions, you just opened the door, and I don't have to wander the waves anymore. The winds may be howling, the thunder may roll, but you are the anchor that's tethered my soul in the chaos house of living in the middle of the night. You are the steady and you are the right. 'Cause you are my haven, you are my home, the only true peace that I've ever known. When the rain is the roof and the shadows get tall, you're the one I am holding through it all. In January 2020, safe through the cold and the gray, I find a new reason to love you each day. Safe in your arms while the world fades away. You are my haven. We've got a history of coffee and rain, of healing the bruises and sharing the pain. I remember that summer we slept on the floor of the little apartment with the lock on the door. We didn't have much but the clothes on our backs, but we were the train and we were the tracks. Now we built a fortress out of kindness and trust, where the gold of our promise will never turn to rust. 'Cause you were my haven, you were my home, the only true peace that I've ever known. When the rain hits the roof and the shadows get tall, you're the one I am holding through it all. In January 2020, safe through the cold and the gray, I find a new reason to love you each day. Safe in your arms while the world fades away. You are my haven. It's not just a feeling, it's the place where I rest, in the quietest chamber inside of my chest. Let the walls crumble down, let the mountains all fall. In the light of your love, I can stand through it all. Only true peace that I've ever known. When the rain hits the roof and the shadows get tall, you're the one I am holding through it all. In January 2020, safe through the cold and the gray, I find a new reason to love you each day. My haven, I'm home now, no more wandering. Just you and me. You are my maven. We were leaning on the hood of that rusted out Ford, looking for a life we couldn't yet afford. Just two kids with a map and a hand-me-down dream, chasing the horizon like it was a movie scene. I had the lyrics and you had the soul. You took my broken pieces and you made them whole. We swore to the moon that we'd never look down, while we were still breathing the dust of this town. The climb was steep and the air got thin, but I'd do it all over just to let you in. We carried the weight of the world on our backs, moving forward on these narrow tracks. We built this castle on high hopes and prayer, on the whispers of secrets we left in the air. When the wind starts to howl and the canyon is deep, you're the only promise I'm dying to keep. Through the storm and the static, we're touching the sky with a love that's too heavy for goodbye. Yeah, we're still standing on those high hopes where only eagles fly. Have a way of softening the stone, but you're still the strongest light I've ever known. From the basement apartment to the house on the hill, the way that you look at me gives me a thrill. We buried our failures in the garden out Said we'd burn out fast, that a fire this bright wasn't meant to last. But look at the view from where we stand. The whole world is small when I'm holding your hand. We built this castle on my hopes and prayer, on the whispers of seas we left in the air. We built this castle on our hopes and prayer, on the whispers of secrets we left in the air. When the wind starts to howl and the canyon is deep, you're the only promise I'm dying to keep. Through the storm and the static, we're touching the sky with a love that's too heavy for goodbye. Yeah, we're still standing on those high hopes. We're on the eagle's fly. Songs of glory, acts on stage. Crowds are cheering for a big machine. Chase for things I have never seen. But I look over at kitchen light, see a shadow in middle of night. I don't need silver or neon glow to find a place where I wanna go. World is building tall stone walls, calling names through hollow halls. But let them keep their frantic pace. I find kingdom in your face. You are my only hope, bliss now. To every promise I take vow. Forget applause and grand parade. Love like ours will never every promise I take vow. Forget applause and grand parade. Love like ours will never fade. Highest honor, truest prize is just reflection in your eyes. I strike my name from every list except for lips that I have kissed. No more shouting, no more noise. Just this quiet, simple joys. Top of my list, top of my heart, right where you are. The walls are closing in, the air is getting thin. I'm tracing every shadow where your laughter should have been. My pulse is like a hammer, a rhythmic frantic mess, drowning in the ocean of this unrequited stress. I kept the porch light burning, I kept the coffee hot, searching for a version of us that you forgot. I'm staring at the ceiling, counting cracks upon the white, it didn't. Blue light flickers on bedroom wall, waiting for a digital call. Thumb is moving, glass is cold, stories told and stories sold. Thousand faces passing by underneath an electric sky. But I stop when I see your name. Everything used to be fire, now we're just tension on a high tension wire. The designer flowers are starting to wilt under the weight of our shared silent guilt. We look like a dream in a high gloss frame, but I'm starting to forget how to whisper your name. Tear down the curtains, let the gray light in. I'm tired of the mask and the porcelain skin. The pressure is a physical hand on my throat. In this ocean of envy, we're a sinking boat. We conquered the city, we won every race, but I traded all just to see a real face. Oh, it's a lavender sorrow, a pale kind of blue. I'm drowning in photos and visions of you. We slayed every room, yeah, we took every prize, but I'm seeing the nothing behind your dark eyes. It's heavy, this story, it's a crown made of lead. We're the ghosts of a world while our spirits are dead. Just a lavender sorrow. Violet is fading, the screen has gone dark. We lost the connection, we lost the spark. A sleigh couple ending in a soft purple haze, just the ashes of hope and the end of the days. It's all turning gray. The static in the room is getting loud. I'm searching for your eyes inside a crowd. My chest is tight, a knot I can't undo, from building every dream around you. I've got this frantic rhythm in my veins, like a runaway engine jumping off the planes. I gave you every heartbeat, every spark, but you're just a match that wouldn't light the dark. The air is heavy, I'm gasping for a sign, tired of pretending that you're ever gonna be mine. The stress is a shiver, a cold biting tongue for a story that ended while we were still young. Oh, this is the song for the love that died young, for the I love yous that stayed on my tongue. It was a one-sided garden that I tried to grow, but the seeds were all hollow and you didn't know. I'm mourning a ghost, I'm chasing a ghost, loving the one who ignores me the most. It's a quiet disaster, the damage is done. Rest in peace to the love that died young. I'm checking my phone until the screen burns white, searching for a hello in the middle of the night, but the silence is a weapon, sharp and cold. A story of a we that'll never be told. My head is spinning from the games I play, trying to guess what your maybe might say. It's exhausting to care, it's a weight on my skin to be the only one letting the misery in. It didn't get to grow old, it didn't get to turn gray, it just withered and vanished on a Tuesday in May. No anniversary, no shared so young, and I'm still standing here. The calendar is marked with dates you'll never keep, while I'm losing hours of much needed sleep. I'm mapping out a future, a life for us two, but the us is a fiction I built around you. My heart is the engine, redlined and loud, searching for your face in every single crowd. But your eyes are a compass that points far away, leaving me stranded in the heat of the day. The air in my lungs feels heavy as lead, replaying the things that you never said. I'm drowning in almost, I'm choking on weight, while you're standing blindly outside of the gate. We're in this love together, but I'm here alone, building a castle on a foundation of stone. I'm fighting for us, but you're not in the ring. I'm the only one dancing, the only one to sing. It's a beautiful vision that I'll never see, to love you together but never be. Yeah, we love together, but I'll never be with you. My phone is a weapon, a stress in my palm. The silence that follows is never a calm. It's a ringing in my ears, a knot in my gut. Every door that I open, you've already shut. I'm memorizing habits you don't know you have, applying my hope like a desperate soul. But the wound is too deep, and the truth is too plain. I'm the only one standing out here in the rain. In my head we're a movie, a perfect design. In reality I'm just a ghost in your line. I'm tired of pretending that effort is enough when the road that I'm walking is jagged and rough. I'm breaking my spirit to keep yours afloat, but I'm the only person left on this boat. We're in this love together, but I'm here alone, building a castle on a foundation of stone. I'm fighting for us, but you're not in the ring. I'm the only one dancing, the only one to sing. It's a together is a lie I told to my soul. The half of a heart that will never be whole. I'm loving for two, but I'm losing you. Love together, but never be. The room is shrinking, the walls are closing in. I'm wearing my heart like a second bruised skin. My chest is a cage where the panic runs wild. I'm reaching for you like a lost, lonely child, but you're looking past me. There's someone in the door, while I'm picking my pride up off of the floor. The oxygen's leaving, the pressure is high. I'm living a truth that you think is a lie. My pulse is a drumbeat thumping in my head, starving for words that you'll never have said. I'm dizzy from spinning, I'm shaking and weak from the weight of the love that I can't even speak. Can we just take one last breath together before this always turns into never before? The thread snaps and I'll fall from the height of loving you blindly through the middle of the night. I'm suffocating in the space you won't fill. I'm moving the earth but you're standing still. Just one last breath, then I'll let it all go. The heaviest secret that you'll never know. I'm checking the clock, but the time doesn't move. Just another day with nothing to prove. I'm stressed by the way that you say my name, like I'm just a face in a background frame. It's a quiet trauma, this one-way street, where the me and the you are never gonna meet. I'm burning my lungs just to keep you warm, while I'm the only one caught in the storm. Inhale the silence, exhale the why. I'm tired of living this beautiful lie. One side is heavy, one side is light. I'm losing the will and I'm losing the fight. My heart is screaming but I'm holding my tongue. The saddest song that has ever been sung. Can we just take one last breath together before this always turns into never before? The thread snaps and I fall from the height of loving you blindly through the middle of the night. I'm suffocating in the space you won't fill. I'm moving the earth but you're standing still. Just one last breath, then I'll let it all humidity's hanging like a weight on my chest, while my racing mind refuses to rest. The sun is too bright for the way that I feel. I'm spinning my wheels in a world that isn't real. I see you laughing with your toes in the sand, while I'm dying to reach for your distant hand. The ice in my drink is melting away, just like the hope I had for this day. The heat is rising, but I'm shivering inside. Nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. My throat is dry, my vision is blurred. I'm choking on every unspoken word. This is our last summer, but you don't even see that you're the whole world and I'm barely a me. The stress of the silence, the ache of the sun. I'm already mourning what hadn't begun. I'm memorizing the gold in your hair, while I'm gasping for just a little more air. It's a one-sided season of beautiful light. Our last summer under a cold blue sky. The boardwalk is crowded, the music is loud, but I'm just a ghost in the back of the crowd. I'm tracking your movements, I'm reading your face, trying to find just a little more space. But you're looking at him, or you're looking at her, and everything I am is becoming a blur. The panic is setting as the shadows grow long. I'm the only one here who doesn't belong. The fireflies are sparking, the carnival glows, but the further you get, the more the wind blows. I'm burning up in this August heat, knowing that we will never be sweet. I'm tired of the pressure, the almost indifferent, falling alone off a midsummer cliff. This is our last summer, but you don't even see that you're the whole world and I'm barely a me. The stress of the silence, the ache of the sun. I'm already mourning what hadn't begun. I'm memorizing the gold in your hair, while I'm gasping for just a little more air. It's a one-sided season of beautiful light. Our last summer under a cold blue sky. Our last summer under a cold blue sky. Stars are coming out, but I'm turning away. I can't bear the light of another okay. The season is changing, the leaves are gonna fall, and you won't remember this summer at all. Our last summer me and the ghost of you.